these are the best navy eyeshadows. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. Navy is one of my favorite shades to wear. If you saw my looks that I wore last week when I was filming loads of eyeshadow videos for Eyeshadow Palette Month, I wore a navy smoky eye, and navy smoky eyes is like my favorite thing to wear because it looks really good on me. So thanks to all the lovely comments from everyone who was saying like, oh, this makeup look, I love it on you. I know, it's one of my best looks. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite navy eyeshadows, because I love navy eyeshadow and we've all seen how good it looks on me now. So these are my top 10, I think, favorites. So let's go. So before we get to the things I actually have selected, I'm going to be reviewing this for you this month. So this is still going to come up, but this was the eyeshadow palette I used for the look that I was wearing last week. So in case you're wondering, it's the Odin's Eye Mystic Gleam eyeshadow palette. And I've really enjoyed this so far. And this was the star of the show. This shimmer right here, does it have a name? It does have a name, but I can't read it. It's like very, very difficult to read with this like, okay, Dark Enchantress. Apt name for a shade like that, I think. So if you're wondering what that was, it was that. I just did a look with these 6 shades. That was the whole spiel. So that was the look I did with the Odin's Eye palette. Before we get to the rest of the palettes, I want to talk about some singles, of course. Shall I swatch the Odin's Eye one for you as well? I have everything set out and ready to go to do some swatches. So let me do a swatch. Little swatchy swatch for you. So it is a little bit of a like looser texture, as you can see when you first pick it up, but it's really creamy, and then it just has this really nice dark base, and then it has quite a bit of shine, so I enjoy that one a lot. And then the eyeshadow you saw me holding up in the thumbnail is by Victoria Beckham Beauty. This is Midnight in their Lustre, Lit Lusters. It comes in one of those little pots, and then it just has a little tap there that you can put in, and then this is the shade, which I think is really, really beautiful. I have a couple of these Victoria Beckham Beauty eyeshadows. Some of them were sent into PR to me. Others I actually did pay for with my own money. And this has quite a it's quite a gray leaning navy. Like navy again is a spectrum like any shade in makeup is. Some of them have more of a black base. Others have more of a like gray base to them. Some of them have more shimmer. Sometimes the shimmer is blue. Sometimes the shimmer is more silver. But here is what Midnight looks like by Victoria Beckham. And you can see it's got quite a like grayish blue, almost black base. And then it has this really nice, very subtle shimmer to it that makes it look a little bit more like sparkly and special. But yeah, this is another one that I just really enjoy, and I really enjoy having it as a single, because this with the Navy Noir eyeliner that they do, I mean, if you're looking for a good navy smoky eye, if you just have those 2 products, then you don't need those exactly, of course. But if you have like a navy blue eyeliner and like a navy eyeshadow, make it one with like more of like a subtle shimmer to really make it smoky. But I like both of these a lot. They're really good. And then I need to check. Oh, no! Do you see what happened? That eyeshadow used to be up here, and it just completely fell out of its pan. No! What happened? Oh, it's a Glam Shop's eyeshadow. That checks out. It has happened to other Glam Shop eyeshadows, for sure. I need to go clean this up before I finish filming this video, because the shadow I need is actually underneath where this loose shadow is now around. So let me go sort that out. Okay, we're back with an empty space in the palette because there was no salvaging that. It may have looked like I could have repressed it, but I know from experience that Glam Shop eyeshadows, once they fall out of the pan, they just no longer have enough binding agent to stay put. So you can repress it into the pan, but then the next time you open the palette, it's an even bigger mess, because now it was like big chunks, so I could very easily take them out. But I've had these eyeshadows explode on me, and then they're everywhere in the palette, which is a bit of a shame. But I actually wanted to talk about this one that was like hiding underneath that broken eyeshadow, this shimmer here. It's by Sydney Grace, I know that for sure. And it should be Indiana Love. No. This is Let's Cuddle. Then Indiana Love is the matte next to it, right? Yeah. So I like both of these, actually. I'll swatch both of them for you, then it's a little bit more, but... so Let's Cuddle is the shimmer one. That's this one. And then this is Indiana Love. And I like both of them a lot. Ooh, stay here. Everything's sliding off my legs. Because Sydney Grace just has really, really good singles, of course. Like, they do excellent things. And I really enjoy their eyeshadow quality. And that's why most of this eyeshadow palette is actually Sydney Grace, in case you were wondering. And then here is what those two shadows look like. So Let's Cuddle, and this is going to be Indiana Love. And Indiana Love has been one of my favorite like matte navy shades, because those can be difficult because they can often be too gray. So here we have them like, ooh, do you see how much darker that is? It's almost black. This is Let's Cuddle, this one right here, with a subtle hint of shine there. And then this is Indiana Love, which is the matte, which is really nice, intense, and just so lovely. Like, if you want to go for a matte smoky eye, I would recommend a shade like that. It's just really good. And these swatch really well too. But that's it already for the singles, because everything else is from a palette. My Melt Muerte. If there is a favorite blue smoky eye thing, it's actually this combination of these three shades for me. It's one of the reasons I still have this palette. It's very old by now, but this navy blue shimmer is life, and then this navy, and then together with the gray to deepen and darken it up even more makes for the ultimate smoky look. So let me swatch. Katrina is what this shade is called. And this has a very, very sort of dark black undertone as well. Like, the base color of this is quite deep, which is why I keep it around for that reason. So here is the Melt shade. So pretty. You can just see that the Odin's eye is like very vibrant because of the shimmer it has, but it still has that dark base to it, which is why it makes for such a good smoky eye. Shall we stick to Melt for a second? Here is my Blueprint eyeshadow palette, and in here we have a 50% blue palette and a 50% brown palette, and it's really about the shimmer for me. I like the matte as well, but this is more of a jeans kind of color, like the deepest, darkest jeans you can get. So I feel this is a little bit vibrant compared to everything else, but it's still a navy. It's not an electric blue at all. But here is what that shade looks like. This has a little bit, I feel this is like more, like the most similar to the Odin's eye so far, where you just have a little bit more vibrancy to it. So, and I think like you really need to see the Odin's eye when the light catches it, that it has that same level of vibrancy as the Melt has, and it has this really pretty, very sort of like, it's a very similar level of shimmer to the Victoria Beckham one, but the Victoria Beckham is more gray leaning and this is just more vibrant. But this is beautiful if you do create a full like blue smoky eye, to have that in the inner corner or to add a highlight somehow. I think it's really beautiful. It's a very fun shade. And I realized by doing this video that I need to go back to this at some point. So I think for September, my palettes revisited this and some other palettes that I showed you this month. I'm like, oh, I need to use them again. Because this palette, the Pat McGrath Mothership 1 Subliminal, is another palette where I said, I need to use that again. So I'm gonna have to prioritize this as well. And it's of course about this really gorgeous blue shimmer. Is it a navy or is it just the blue? This is definitely a little bit brighter, but it falls into that category for me for sure. And this is, oh, this is so smooth. So smooth, so beautiful, so lovely. I really like the Pat McGrath formula that we get in here as well. These like special shades, as everybody called them for a long time. Not so special anymore. There's a lot of dupes for this formula now out on the market, I feel. But back in the day, ooh, so pretty. Like, it's more navy than the Melt Cosmetics one, I feel, like from the Blueprint. It's a little bit deeper. So beautiful. And it goes really well with the other shades in the palette, so. You see me wear another like navy smoky eye, then it may be this palette next time you see that. Fantasy Cosmetica actually does a couple of really, really good navy shimmers as well. I found like 3 navies that they do, but this is a navy matte that I like. It's in the Cradled in Ice, and it's called Nest. This one right here, so stunning. But I felt like, ooh, that's very smooth feeling. That's why I'm picking this one. But I felt like some of the ones in Fantasy Cosmetica either were a little bit purpley or a little bit teal leaning, and that's not what I was looking for this video. I really just wanted it to be a navy. I think this is the truest navy we've had. Like, these things just look green compared to this. But they're not. They're navies for sure. But this navy shade, I think, is just, oh, it's so beautiful. Such a good one. Such a good one. This is, like, the Cradle in Ice, it wasn't my favorite when I first tried it, but now that I'm, like, putting it in different videos, I'm like, it actually has a lot going for it, you know? This is very discontinued because this brand isn't even around anymore, but Shroud Cosmetics Moonfall has a very beautiful navy shade in as well, right here in the middle. It's very dark though. It's almost black, but that's why I like it. Again, that very smooth formula. Look at that. But this is like, you know, that's the fun thing with a navy, is that you can make it as dark or as vibrant as you wish. So here, oh, look at that. You can see that it's not quite black though. Like, it's like a black and blue. So stunning. And then of course we have to feature this, the Baroque by Colourpop. Again, very much discontinued, no longer around. And this is more like a gray blue leaning palette. It's like very monochromatic. I don't think I've ever seen a brand do anything like it, which is why I still have mine. But we're swatching that deepest shade, the matte in the corner here, this one. Stunner. And I tend to reach for this shade a lot. It's a really good liner shade. Where do I put it? I'll put it here. And this is, again, a little bit more gray compared to everything else. Really stunning. I've got 2 more options for you. The Glaminatrix Timeless Tones has a really nice blue navy matte right here. So stunning. I just wish that this wasn't as bright. Like, this is too far of a step for me to love it. So that's why I don't love this as much as I should, really. But I like this. It's a really nice, again, darker navy. Great for a smoky eye, but like I said, for a smoky eye, I prefer the shimmers. I'll put it up here, because I think that makes it a little bit more sense. So I've put it right here. This is the Glaminatrix Timeless Tones. Right there. Again, it looks a little bit green compared to some of the other options I've swatched. And finally, we have the navy in the Beauty Below by Blend Bunny Cosmetics. I think it's called Abyss. Yes, Abyss, right here. I think this is going to be a little bit purpley, because it is sort of in the purpley quad. But I do feel like this is what I mean with like navy can be a spectrum. It can be gray. It can be like almost a black. It can have the sparkle, which makes it look a little bit more electric blue. Let me see if I can swatch it right there. Ooh, that's another really good one. Here's the Blend Bunny. Oh, it looks really purple in the pen because it is surrounded by purples, but it actually, like, compared to everything here, let me do a little bit of a close-up of these swatches. Yeah, I love all of these. How beautiful is this? So beautiful. I'm gonna see if I can cover my face. The navy blue, it's my favorite for a reason. You guys clocked it, that it looked great on me. I totally agree. This is like one of my favorite shades for a reason. Goes really well with my eye color as well. If you have brown eyes like I do, navy eyeshadow is going to make your brown eyes pop. So you know. So I would definitely recommend looking into a good navy. Like I say, you don't need all of these palettes if you're looking for just one navy shade. You could also go for a single if that's what you want. So thanks so much for watching me here today. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. We're still in the midst of eyeshadow palette month, so if you'd like to stay tuned for more, then I hope to see you again really soon in a new video. I will be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.